Okay, first things first, let's address the elephant in the room. If you're watching this before Christmas, this video is called One Can of Chickpeas Will Change the Way You Think About Christmas. If you're watching it after Christmas, it's called One Can of Chickpeas Will Change the Way You Think About Cookies, because I think about cookies for Christmas when I was a little kid putting out the chocolate chip cookies and glass of milk for Santa Claus. And that's what we're making today. So if it's after Christmas, ignore any of the Christmas references. I gotta do what I gotta do. So I have made a lot of things out of chickpeas, usually to add more protein, more fiber, make them a little bit more nutrient dense. And just because I really like chickpeas. So today is the last chickpea video of the year. Chickpea chocolate chip cookies. They're gluten-free because every single time I use flour, that is the #1 request. But these are so good, and I'm going to make them 2 different ways. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to make them because this is an incredibly versatile recipe. We're going to make a black bean cookie and a chickpea cookie, and I'm telling you, they're incredible. Very, very good. Very chewy. If you like a gooey, chewy cookie, this is the cookie for you. So first up, the black beans. So let's toss the chickpeas out. So super easy. First, we're going to drain and rinse our black beans. Then we're going to toss them into a food processor and pulse them up. Now we're going to toss in a cup of peanut butter. I like to use the natural peanut butter. It's super creamy and it's gonna make a big difference for this. Then just add 5 tablespoons sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, a teaspoon baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon salt, and then process this together. And then boom, after pulsing this together for a little bit, you gotta keep on stirring. You end up with a thick, thick cookie dough that, I mean, really, you can eat because it's safe to eat raw and it comes out awesome. I mean, really, tastes like cookie dough. More like a peanut butter cookie dough, Still. So at this point, I'm just gonna take out the blade and we're gonna add in our chips. Now, we probably need about 1/2 cup of chocolate chips total for this amount here. I have some crushed up vegan dark chocolate that I'm gonna be using along with chocolate chips, and then just give it a mix. And I'm not pulsing these because I don't wanna break them up any more than they are. I'm gonna get a lined baking sheet. Now you can use parchment paper or like I just have like a sill pad, and I'm gonna use a big spoon. We'll flatten them out by hand. Okay, at this point, I got the oven preheated for 350 degrees. I'm gonna toss these in and let them bake for around 10 minutes, which is plenty of time for today's sponsor. And plenty of time for me to make a quick lunch. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think there's anything that pairs better with lunch than a really great chip. And that's why I wanna tell you about Christie's chips. Christie's chips combines bold flavors with clean ingredients. I mean, they're so good. They are certified vegan, non-GMO project verified, and made without artificial preservatives or colors. And they're really good, like really good. And they have flavors for anyone, like sour cream and wild onion, sea salt and vinegar, nacho inferno, backyard barbecue, which is what I'm eating here, sweet and spicy habanero, sea salt, and one of my favorites, their Zamboni. And don't tell me you've never made a PB&J before. The tart, sweet, and smoky flavor of the Zamboni chips is perfect on a peanut butter and jelly. Paired with their barbecue chips, I don't think you have anything better. Oh God, so good. Plus, Christie's Chips is woman-owned, and every chip bag is made out of 100% recycled material. So gang, these potato chips aren't just all natural, they're super natural. You can find Christie's Chips at Whole Foods and Sprouts nationwide, but for the latest flavors, visit christieschips.com. And make sure you use code SauceStache at checkout to get 20% off the best potato chips you'll ever try. That's 20% off, but only when you visit christieschips.com and use code SauceStache at checkout. Christie's Chips, thanks for sponsoring today's video and for taking it upon yourself to make an incredibly good potato chip. My God, they're so good, I love them. Okay, we're back, the kitchen's reset, our black bean cookies are done baking. I'm gonna pull them out and let them rest for a few minutes. I'm gonna put a little salt on them and then toss them onto a wire rack. Now you can see, I always have to just try one right off the bat just to see. These are gooey, but they're baked firm. If you were to look inside these, you would have no idea that these were a gluten-free cookie, that they had no flour. And then yeah, just a little test before Monica comes home. These are insane. So let's move on to our chickpea version, which is made a little bit different. It's gonna be a little denser, a little bit more like your cakey cookie. My God, these are so good. So similar start, we're just gonna drain and rinse our can of chickpeas, toss them into the food processor and pulse them together for just a minute. So now we need about 1/2 cup and about 1 tablespoon of your favorite nut butter. I'm gonna be using a cashew butter on this one because I used up all my peanut butter. And the cashew butter actually comes out a little bit creamier on these. Now you can use any gluten-free flour you like here. Really, it's gonna be super versatile. Everyone's gonna come out a little bit different, but like rice flour, chickpea flour, that's gonna work really well. I'm gonna be using rice flour this time, so about 1/4 cup, along with our 5 tablespoons sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, a teaspoon baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now just pulse this together. Super simple. There we go. This one's definitely a lot doughier, but boom, comes out really good. And same thing, you give it a little taste, it's gonna come out just like cookie dough. It's wild, so wild. Same deal here, half cup chocolate chips. I'm out of the chunks, that's okay. This is also a fun way to make a simple edible cookie dough, because again, you can just eat this. So my baking sheet and sill pad have cooled down, so I'm just gonna spread these out. It's gonna be about the same. We're gonna probably get about 12 cookies. Then we're gonna make these the exact same way. Just kind of ball them up. Let me do all my YouTube stuff. If you haven't yet, click the subscribe button, click the like button, leave a comment down below. Let me know what other chickpea recipe you wanna see. If you haven't heard yet, I am running the 2025 Boston Marathon, and I'm doing it for charity. Click the link up here to donate. The charity I'm working with is Spoonfuls, pretty incredible. They rescue food waste. Every $5 you donate rescues 5 pounds of food. And by rescue, I mean they're literally recovering food that's near expiration, that's still perfectly good to eat, and they are getting it to those in need. It's pretty incredible what they do. I'm super proud to be raising money for them and running for their team in Boston. Okay, so we got 11 and a tiny little one, and my hands are a disaster. Give me a second. Super stoked about these, just super stoked about them. Same thing, let's toss them into the oven, bake them for around 12 minutes. Okay, these look amazing. I'm gonna pull them out, let them cool down for a minute, throw them on a wire rack. Oh my gosh, they're incredible. Give them a little bit of salt, same thing, just as the other ones. These are super gooey, super soft, super cakey. Honestly, the best of every world of a cookie. So now I'm gonna plate them up, get them ready for Santa, pour my glass of milk, and now let's see what Monica has to say. Okay, baby, are you ready?
I am.
Do you want a glass of milk?
No.
No, not at all. No milk for me.
Not doing that.
You weren't home all day. Can you guess what they're made from?
My guess would be oatmeal.
Oh, okay. Nope.
No. Chickpeas?
Yes. So chickpeas, black beans.
Oh, okay.
Which one do you want to go for first?
I want to go for the chickpea.
Okay, grab the cookie. I'm assuming you're gonna grab that. Okay.
Feels really nice and soft and like almost like a little like a chewy, like
Yeah, it's like a chewy
gooey.
cookie. Yeah, like a gooey cookie. Okay. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Cheers.
Cheers. These are delicious.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, these are really good.
Yeah. Would you know this is a hummus cookie? I mean, not really hummus, but like a chickpea cookie.
No, not at all. It still it tastes like a gooey, like good, like delicious cookie. But
Yeah. You wouldn't
it
know.
doesn't even have like a chickpea flavor.
No, not at all. Mm-hmm. I think it's just a legitimate,
Cookie flavor.
yeah, cookie flavor.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, let's dive into the black bean cookie. Choose your black bean cookie. Cheers.
Cheers.
This one's made a little bit different.
Yeah, it's a
Beyond
little-
just black beans, it's heavier, right?
Yeah, it's heavier and it's stays to put together better. This one just kind of breaks apart a lot easier. This one just like stays
Super
put.
dense. Mm-hmm. It's a very dense cookie.
This one is delicious too, but it does have a bit more of a bean flavor.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
But-
Less ingredients. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's still awesome. And maybe
I
after
don't
a
taste
few
the bean flavor. That's so funny.
maybe after a few bites, you might forget about the bean.
Yeah, I don't taste that bean flavor. That's so funny. So you're more into like the regular, the chickpea one.
But the more I've been eating this, the more I've been liking it. It took me a second. And then I'm like, oh, this is actually really good. There's a little bit of salt in it.
Yeah,
And
there's
I
salt
like
on
that
both of them.
too. Yeah.
Well, there it is. 1 can of beans is going to change the way you think about Christmas or cookies, depending on the time of year you're watching this.
Yeah.
You know, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, whatever holiday you're celebrating.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, which is going to be coming up in a few months. And Happy New Year.
New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. We've still got one more video to come out before the end of the year. This is coming out before a lot of the holidays. So
Yay.
enjoy. Set these out for Santa Claus or
Hanukkah Harry.
Hanukkah Harry or Krampus, whatever you want to do. Yeah. I'm going to have some milk.
Okay.
And whoever came up with the name of this is just milk.